I think I'm getting it. Oh, hi. Hey, welcome to camp. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm so excited you are here at camp with me. Camp is a great place for learning and having fun. And at Camp Read a Lot, we're going to spend our days reading and talking and singing and all kinds of activities that will help us to grow into strong readers. Parents, have you ever taken your family on a field trip? Well, there is a free field trip that you can take them on to the County Public Library. And while you're there, you can get library cards for everybody. And then take a few trips to get new books. Maybe you plan time every week or every other week so that you all can get new books. Lots of our county libraries have super fun reading programs for everyone of all ages. So I hope that you'll enjoy a visit to the library and show your kids how much fun reading can be. They have all kinds of activities going on there. It's a very fun place. And remember, when we read to our kids or our kids read during the summer, it keeps them from doing that summer slide. And if they don't read, they could actually lose up to 2 years of progress, and nobody wants that to happen. So I hope you'll enjoy the library and check out some good books. There's some great ones. Go on an adventure with your family. All right, campers, are you ready? Hello, readers. Hello, writers. Hello, campers. I'm glad you're here today. Hello, readers. Hello, writers. Hello, campers. I'm glad you're here today. All right, it's time for our camp pledge. Are you ready to repeat after me? All right, let's stand up and let's get our salute. Here we go. Repeat after me. On my honor, I will try my best to be kind to everyone, to have a smile on my face and a song in my heart. Good job. All right, now it's time for us to train our ears for sound. That's right. When we train our ears for sound, it helps us to be able to hear sounds so that when we're reading and writing, we can make those connections. Today, we're going to play Which Ones Are the Same game. Which ones are the same? So I'm going to say 3 words, and 2 of them are going to be the same in some way. Your job is to be a listening detective and figure out which ones are the same. Have you seen Scooter? He's supposed to be here to help me with the words. No? I can't. Now that he has those shoes, oh, he is unstoppable. I can't really keep up with him. All right, where should I look? Oh, what is he doing? Scooter. Hello? Doot, doot, doot. Hello? What are you doing in there? Yes? You need help? Okay, that looks very uncomfortable. Okay, all right, well, hold on. I'm gonna, how many s'mores did you eat last night? Ugh, oh my word. I think you're getting a little, heavy in the tummy area. Yeah. Hey, what were you doing? You were packing up? Where are you going? Oh, on an adventure. Okay, well, maybe you could stick around a little longer so you could help us with our game. Would you do that? Good. You have a wild imagination, sir. Okay, all right, we're playing the Which Ones Are the Same game. Do you remember that game? Yes? Okay. All right, so let's tell the campers. Oh, yep, Say good morning. Let's tell the campers the words so they can guess them, okay? Here we go. I'll do the first group and then you do the next one. Are you ready? Beak, nice, teeth. Do you hear two words that are the same in some way? Beak, nice, teeth. What did you say? Oh, you're right. What did you say, campers? Beak and teeth. Good. They both have the E sound in the middle. Great listening. Okay, you ready for the next one? Okay, what are your words? Oh, okay. Line, mice, rude. Line, mice, rude. Which two are the same? Line and mice. Good, they both have the I, lie, ein, and my, ice. Do you hear it? Good job. Okay, what's next? Did you come up with words? Yeah, you. Okay, how about this? Size, weight, cave. Size, weight, cave. Yes, very nice. Weight and cave both have the A sound. Did you hear it? Good job. Very nicely done. I have a joke for you. What happens when an egg laughs? What happens when an egg laughs? It cracks up. Get it, an egg, it cracks up. Oh gosh, that was a good one. Yes, I know. All right, are you ready to do to find our catch of the day? We have a new story today, and it's kind of an interesting one that I've never heard before until I read it last night. Yeah, let's go. All right, so you're gonna sit in your spot right there. Perfect. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Adventurer. Off you go to an adventure. Oh, our catch of the day is stuck. All right, let's see what we have here. I have the word ties. Ties. Now, this can mean a lot of different things, but for today, in our story, the word ties means connections or things that link people together or unite people. Ties, okay? Yes, so Scooter and I have the tie. We're tied with our love of s'mores. So we have a connection because we both love s'mores. All right, and this word is a very grown-up word. Ah, gosh, it is called haiku. Haiku. A haiku is a short 3-line poem. And it kind of has a recipe, if you will. It's 3 lines, and usually there are 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, 5 syllables in the third line, and usually they're poems about nature. Okay, so that's kind of tricky. And you're going to hear some haiku in the story that we have today. I think you'll enjoy it. Now, our story today is about celebration. We've been talking about belonging. We've been talking about kindness and friendship. And today we're going to talk about celebration, and we're going to think about all 3 of those strengths together and see if we can find some evidence of those in our story. Okay? All right, let's see. Let me put on my reading tools. All right. Today, our story is called Zen Ties by John J. Muth. What do you notice on the front cover? Right. What do you know those kind of animals? Panda bears. Good. Panda bears. Good. Oh, and there, oh, look how that looks. On the front cover, we see their backs, but on the back cover, we see their fronts. That's pretty clever, isn't it? All right, let's see here. Oh, look at this, is awesome. Do you know what he's doing? He's doing, I can't remember the name of it, but he's doing some slow moving exercises that they do in China. Yeah, I'll try to remember what the name of it is. Zen Ties by John J. Muth. Let's jump in and see what happens. Train station. Mom, there's a bear over there, said the little girl. A what? Said her mother. A big panda bear, said the girl. What's he doing? Asked the little girl's mother. He's sitting. Maybe he's waiting for someone, said her mother. Stillwater, this is Stillwater, was waiting for someone. He was waiting for the arrival of his nephew, Coo. Uncle Stillwater, summer, I have arrived. Seeing you brings smiles. There it is. There's our first haiku. Hi, Coo. Get it? His name is Coo. I brought you some welcome balloons. Coo took the balloons and bowed. An uplifting gift. Could you carry my case, generous uncle? Asked Coo. It is a short walk to the house, but there is a nice park on the way. Let's stop there and have some tea, said Stillwater. Oop, he's floating away with the balloons, isn't he? Stillwater, Coo, and the balloons all sat quietly in the park. Tea was very good. My cup holds emptiness now. Where shall I put it? Asked Coo. Stillwater did not like to waste. We will use these cups every day while you are here, so we should save them. Suddenly, Stillwater burst out laughing. That tickles, he said. Hi, Stillwater, said his friends Addie, Michael, and Carl. We were just coming to see you. Hello, said Stillwater. I would like you to meet my nephew, Coo. The children introduced themselves and ran off to play. Addie invented a game called Jump on Stillwater. It was fun. Michael wanted to ask Stillwater a question. I'm going to be in a spelling bee, Michael said. What would you do if you were in a spelling bee? I would spell words, said Stillwater. Michael looked at his shoes. What if you weren't sure of how good you were? I'm anxious about it. I feel like I'm going to mess up. Do your best. That is what you are supposed to do, said Stillwater. But it's hard to do my best when I'm nervous, said Michael. Stillwater nodded, and then he smiled. Coo and I have to visit Miss Whitaker this afternoon. I would like you and Carl and Addie to come along. The Miss Whitaker who lives on our street? Asked Addie. That Miss Whitaker? Asked Carl. She hates us. She's really old and she spits when she talks. And every time we walk past her house, she shouts at us. She scares me. She's your friend? Michael said. Stillwater looked at them. Yes, he said. She isn't feeling well and we must bring her something to eat. The children helped Stillwater prepare some soup. It smelled very good. Then they put it on a tray with some soft bread. As they walked quietly down the street, Stillwater said, Miss Whitaker is a good friend. You will see. "Why on earth did you bring these children here?" shouted Miss Whittaker. The children backed way up. "Hello, Miss Whittaker," said Stillwater. "You look well today. We've brought you some nice soup." Carl looked at Miss Whittaker. She did not look well at all. She looked thin and she looked really small. Much smaller than she did when she stood on the porch yelling at them for throwing a ball into her yard. Stillwater helped Miss Whittaker up to the bed and he offered her the soup. Then he asked Addie to sweep the floors. He asked Michael to open the curtains and the blinds. "Carl, hold the dustpan still," said Addie. "Carl and Coo are very good at drawing pictures," said Stillwater. "I can't see pictures anymore," said Miss Whittaker crossly. Carl and Coo drew several pictures together. When it was time to leave, Stillwater put them up around Miss Whittaker's bed. He told her they would come back tomorrow. Outside, the children said goodbye. "Bye," said Carl. "Bye," said Addie. "See you tomorrow," said Stillwater. "I don't know," said Michael. "I should study for my spelling bee." "You should come," said Stillwater. "You should come early." Oh, what is she doing? She's found a way to see the pictures. The next morning, Stillwater told Michael, "Miss Whittaker used to teach English." "She did?" asked Michael. Then Stillwater said, "Miss Whittaker, did you know Michael is going to be in the spelling bee?" "Well," said Miss Whittaker, "I know something about that." "Now listen, just like plants, words have roots," said Miss Whittaker. "A plant grows from its roots, and so do words. Roots of words can teach you to spell." And with that, Michael spent the morning with Miss Whittaker studying for his spelling bee. The next day, Stillwater found Coo looking up at an apple tree in Miss Whittaker's front yard. "Oh, hello, Stillwater," said a voice from way up there. "Can you catch me?" "I was getting some apples for Miss Whittaker," said Carl. "This morning sunlight gathering apples and a boy," said Coo. After the spelling bee, Michael raced to Miss Whittaker's. "I did it," Michael said. "I made it all the way through the end." "Good," said Stillwater. "So, you were not too nervous?" "The judges were nothing compared to Miss Whittaker," said Michael. "Yeah," said Carl. "Just this morning she was shouting at us again." "Then why are you smiling?" asked Stillwater. "She was telling us to get out of the street and play in her yard." On the last day of Coo's visit, Michael presented Miss Whittaker with the ribbon he got at the spelling bee. Carl gave her the apples that he gathered. "My mother taught me to make apple tea," said Miss Whittaker. "I haven't made it in years. Now Addie and I have made some for you." When it was time to say goodbye, Addie, Michael, and Carl gave Coo a big hug. "Summer fading, new friends' faces lighten the way home," said Coo. At the train station, Stillwater looked over at Coo. "You may throw away your cup now," said Stillwater. Coo shook his head. "Nearing my visit's end, summer now tastes of apple tea. I will keep my cup," said Coo. Nice. Wow. So, did you see any community building in that story? Right? How about friendship? Yeah. And kindness? Definitely. Yes. So, belonging, kindness, friendship, all rolled into one story about a group of friends. What was why do you think she was so cranky? Why was Miss Whitaker so cranky? Maybe she just didn't know what happiness that spending time with the children could bring her. And how did they show her kindness, even when she was not quite so kind? Right? Remember, they went with Stillwater, they swept her floor, they picked apples for her, they drew pictures for her. So do you think that that changed how she felt about them? I do too. And maybe it kind of made her stop and think a little bit about why they might want to do something like that for her. And that just kind of helped her to be kind. I think that was great. What a great story. So let's take a look at our reading power chart. It says, what Koo says in a haiku. Did you notice that Koo, the little bear, talked kind of funny, right? He was speaking in haikus. Remember the poem we talked about? 3 lines. Yeah, 5, 7, 5. So it says here, write the haiku from page 8. So instead of writing it, let's just read it. And let's see if we can get the gist of the poem that he says. Okay, are you ready? An uplifting gift. An uplifting gift. Was that 5? Could you carry my case? Could you carry my case? Generous uncle. Oh, asked Koo. Did you see how he did that? So the author, how clever, right? The nephew's name was Koo, and when you say hello to him, you would say, "Hi, Koo," which is the poem that he spoke in. He spoke in poems. And there's some other poems that he spoke in also. Let's see if I can find another one really quickly. Oh, I know he did at the end, right? What did he say about his throwing away his cup? Do you remember? Here it is. Nearing my visit's end, summer now tastes of apple tea. I will keep my cup, said Koo. Isn't that clever how the author used the character in the story's name to introduce us to a type of poetry? How fun. Wow, that is so smart. So a group of friends, this is about a group of friends that came together and a special time that they shared together. And that's kind of what a celebration is like, right? All right, today we are going to do an activity. We're going to make a paper doll of ourselves and link them together so that we are tied together. So I think that'll be fun. But before we do, I have a little joke for you. Are you ready? Are you ready, Scooter? I have a joke for you. It's about Cinderella. Do you know why Cinderella didn't make the basketball team? Do you know? Because she ran away from the ball. Get it? The ball, see what I did? I played with the word ball, right? Ball like a basketball or ball like the big party. I might become an author. Let's go. All right. Today we are making paper doll versions of ourselves. So I kind of already started mine because I knew we wouldn't have a lot of time. So I made my hair and my hat, and I put some a shirt and jeans and boots. And so I'm gonna color my face and give myself a little bit of color here. And I'm using these beautiful color crayons that are skin tones. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. There's so many different skin tones. Isn't that great that we're all different and we have beautiful colors of skin? That is so beautiful to me. I just love how different we all are. And then I can use my markers to make my eyes. I have blue eyes. You might have brown eyes or green eyes. That's another thing that makes us all so beautiful and unique. And then I can make my smile. I'm going to take a little longer, so I'm going to take some time to do that. And then we're going to stick them together because we have ties. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh! Skinnamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skinnamarink-a-doo. I love you. Come back tomorrow. Bye-bye.